Chad and Sarah with DriveLightning.com. Good to see everybody. Good morning.
How do you know it's morning when they're watching?
Good afternoon, everybody. Glad you're here with us.
Or good evening.
Or good evening.
Or good overnight if you're a night owl.
Good day.
Good everybody.
Good day. This is the Nissan Leaf highway range test. Now, when I say range test, I'm not trying to see just how far it can go before it dies, Sarah.
No.
I want to know when the car says it has this much, like whatever range, and I drive for a bit, does it really line up mile for mile, actual to Guessometer?
So that's what you're saying. What we're really doing is demonstrating how the 2016 Nissan Leaf Guessometer performs when you get on the highway.
That's what, you know what? You put it so succinctly.
It's my thing.
This is a very highly scientific test. We probably could have got a grant for this.
Did you apply for one?
Yeah, no. But this is what we did.
Man.
This is how you know this is so professional. We pulled off at McDonald's. We took a picture of the dashboard. Mm-hmm. And now we know the odometer reading and we know how many miles of range it says we have.
We have a starting point.
Yeah. So let's see what that starting point is. You see the odometer there at the bottom says we have 27,802 miles on the car. And we have 85 miles of range. That means the car says, Sarah, we can go 85 miles.
85 miles. Right.
So then we jumped on the highway at 70 miles an hour. That's the speed limit. We don't speed. These two don't speed. We get up to 70 pretty quick. We don't speed.
Did you get to 75?
Yeah,
far
that's
enough
right.
north, you can go 75.
We did, because 131 north of us, it does turn to 75. So the last 6 miles were around 75 mile an hour. So then we got off the highway, pulled off, and then let me show you what the picture, the highly scientific, accurate picture.
Grant-worthy.
Grant-worthy. This is what it showed. So now our odometer there says 27,301, and we have 47 miles to go.
I was never very good at math story problems, but this doesn't seem like the math adds up.
Yeah,
I'm going to need you to show your work.
Here's my work. So we're at 70 miles an hour. We drove 19 miles. However, we used 38 miles of range, which leaves us with negative 19, which means we traveled, but yet we were kind of cheated out of 19 miles of driving.
Yeah. That's a big difference.
Yeah. But don't despair. Now, that is true. With your electric car, when you get on the highway, the miles are going to go down faster. But, Sarah, why does it do that? Why would it be this far off?
Well, the vehicle doesn't know us. It doesn't consult with us. It doesn't talk about what our plans are for the day or how we're going to travel. What it does is it takes the time that we tootled from our house down through our little 25-mile-an-hour town over to McDonald's, where we may or may not have gotten a Diet Coke. And it says, okay, so driving like this, you have 85 miles of continued driving ahead of you. But then we completely threw our poor little Leaf for a loop because we got on the highway and it was like, recalculating. You can't go 85 like this.
And if you heard a big
85
blip,
miles forward.
If you heard a big blip in the audio, it's because my stupid cat just jumped on our desk where our microphones are mounted. So will you smack him? Okay.
It is unnecessary to smack my cat. No cats were harmed in the making of this video.
Okay, so Sarah, that's why
they weren't harmed
yet. So then what we did from there is we decided on the way back we're just going to meander. We're going to take the back roads a slow way. Tootle. We're going to enjoy the scenery. So the fastest we went on the way home was 55, and sometimes we were as slow as 25 driving through little towns in northern Michigan. So when we got back to that same McDonald's parking lot, I took another picture. This is what it showed. You can see there, it says now that we're back, our miles are 27,328 on the odometer, and we have 34 miles of range. Now, Sarah, maybe your math skills are kicking in again, and you're realizing that that's not right. That doesn't make any sense.
But I do think that's messed up.
That is messed up. So let's show the math on this.
Please.
So there you can see we drove a total on the way home of 27 actual real miles, but we only used 13 miles of range, which is a difference of plus 14.
Right.
So, Sarah, do you need to explain it again, or do you think it's locked in?
Again, we took a picture, hard to consult with the Nissan Leaf and let it know, hey, we're going to slow down now. So we get off the highway and it thinks, okay, now I don't remember exactly where we were at when we got off the highway.
I asked you please to remember these numbers.
I remember
for this
85.
bit.
I remember that one,
This
but
is
that
our,
wasn't the one when we got off the
15th
highway.
take of this video. I'm not stopping again.
Okay, just go.
Yeah, unless something really bad happens.
Anyway,
we're finishing this video.
The point is, we got off the highway, but then we changed our driving patterns, what we were doing as far as how we were driving. And again, it had to readjust. And it's not super quick on the uptake. But the fact is, and we learned this early on in getting our Nissan Leaf, if you ever feel like you're going to completely run out of miles, just get off the highway. You end up adding more miles to your Guessometer if that makes you feel better, because driving slower, you can go farther.
That's it. That's the whole deal. And so the big point, the big takeaway is when you're driving at a consistent pace, it will figure it out in time.
It will level out. It will. If we had stayed on the highway, it would have. It was adjusting and giving us an accurate. Okay, at 70 or 75 miles an hour, you can actually get this far. Yeah. So, not necessarily what you want to count on if you're just going to jump in the car and go. You want to do a little bit of planning on the front end if you have a long-term trip you're going on. If you're not sure where the chargers are around you, so you don't know if you have enough range to get to the next one. That's just a little bit of experience talking.
You figured this stuff out quick. If you're thinking about going electric, this should not hinder you. You figured this out quick. And by the way, gasoline cars also guess at how much range you have left.
Yeah, I mean, we had a gasoline car that had a Guessometer, and it gets to a point where it cuts you off. It's like, yeah. I don't know, you could stop at any second. You might
just
yourself. I might just stop. Yeah. You don't know. So
don't forget our Buick.
This isn't unique.
Electra Park Avenue, when it got down to a quarter mile or quarter tank, it could run out at any time. Well, it could just stop right now.
The actual Guessometer was broken.
So well, whatever it is.
That was a surprise waiting to happen.
But look, there is a bright side to this, and that's when we look at the total numbers, when we take the highway driving plus the back roads driving and see the totals. And I have those here. So this is the whole drive. We drove an actually 46 miles, but the car said we used 51 miles of range, which is a difference, as even Sarah can do the math, of 5 miles. So there you go. And your everyday driving, we found this, everyday driving around, it comes out pretty close.
Yeah.
And now there are other electric cars that have this dialed in better.
The BMW i3.
BMW
that
i3,
thing is spot
the Guessometer.
on.
Yeah, once you put something in the navigation, it takes all that into account.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, so we'll show you actually a video about that over my head over here. If you want to learn more about the Nissan Leaf, look at this video like over here. All right, Chad and Sarah, drivelightning.com. Thank you for taking a few minutes.
Yes.
Please comment, please like, please subscribe if you want.
Yeah.
Okay?
Have a good day, good afternoon, good evening, or good night whenever you're watching. Thanks.
Thank you.